Hopefulness day 13. Got to do these bananas today, I think. Really don't want to. I could probably wait another day to see how much more brown they would become, but I kind of don't want to. And with the size of these specifically, I think I'm just going to use all of them together. Grab this big ass bowl. I moved to these oranges because I'd forgotten about them. And it looks like some of the skins on them. See, I don't. The thing about oranges, it's weird to me because I don't really know exactly when they go bad. Jesus. Oh yeah, the fucking fruit flies are all over the place. Yeah, definitely need to take care of these bad boys. But with that being said, the whole, I don't know thing, it'll help me segue into an interesting idea that happened. I was like, I need to try something. I need to check something. I think it was 233 for the amount of banana that I need. It might just be another double. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with these guys too. I wasn't expecting, a tiny swarm of fruit flies. I saw one, and I know they can reproduce pretty quickly and all that. And I mean, that's why they are used in various experiments and stuff, because they reproduce so quickly. Alright, so yeah, I might just do, and now that I have, bananas, blah, blah, whatnot, but anyway. So, learn by doing. That was the segue I was getting into, and that's going to be the name of the video. So I had this dream last night. It was kind of strange. I was in a classroom with my sister, and we were both younger, or at least based on what I can recall of the dream itself. And it was like middle school, I want to say. Now, I was like in my 20s, and I was there, I guess, to like, I don't know, pick her up or something, or be moral support. I don't know what the hell it was. But I don't know what the class specifically was. Maybe it was English, but maybe it was something more gen ed. I don't know. It was taught by my mother, though. And she was trying to learn how to spell certain words. And I think the reason why that came up was because, yeah, that's literally double. Alright, well, now that I know. Start mashing up these bananas. And I'll do the recipe later, and I gotta shower after I'm done with this, because I haven't showered in like, I think 4 days, because I've worn the same shirt every day. But anyway, she was having a hard time spelling, and there was like this process that you could learn that my mother was teaching, but apparently I was the one that was actually the one teaching it, because it was my dream. And I'd never seen this thing, and it was kind of like learning how to transition from one word to the next, and it was weird. And it reminded me of Scrabble in a lot of ways, because of how you connected the words and stuff. But anyway, she was having a really hard time. She apparently not had done the homework or something, and the thing was is like in the process of the dream, like the homework hadn't been done yet. Like it hadn't been picked up. And so they were just kind of going through the stuff regarding the homework. And, you know, my sister's freaking out. And I'm like, hey. So I'm, you know, trying to calm her down and stuff. And I'm sitting right in front of her, and I turn back to her and I'm like, look. You have a moment right now to be able to do this. You're in a position where everybody's talking about it. You have a chance to do the homework right now. And worrying about it isn't going to solve anything. It's not gonna cover the bases. You're not gonna be able to complete the homework by worrying. What you can do is go do what's necessary to complete the homework. Yeah, homework sucks. You're going to have a hard time with it. You're always going to have a hard time with it. You know, I'm sure I'm talking to myself in parts of this, of course, because, I mean, this is my dream and whatnot, but the only way you learn is by doing. Others might learn from info dumps, but you don't. Now, this isn't exactly what I said to her, but I don't remember exactly what I said to her. And this is part of me sort of parsing out what I said too. But your brain works different. You gotta work with the way that your brain works. And if an info dump isn't something that works, you can't just be sitting there trying to learn through an info dump. You've got to do the thing. It's like with me doing all the cooking and stuff with sourdough and whatnot. Yeah, my sourdough didn't come out great. But if I just sit there and worry and then only watch videos and bitch and moan, I'm not going to get better at making sourdough. And so I gotta make more sourdough if I want to make better sourdough. Why am I doing it? I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter, really. Oh, man. These clocks are all an hour late. Because it's actually noon now because it's fucking daylight savings bullshit. How to increase suicides and heart attacks by just changing the clocks. 101. But, getting back to the point, learning by doing, a lot of people do. You know, I'm a hands-on kind of person. That's how I learn. There's a lot of things that are difficult to do hands-on. You know, when I was in my history class, like, it's just an info dump. It's really hard for me to fucking learn or care about it. If there was a way for me to learn about it in a different way or to use that information the day that I learn about it, kind of like how we did in my, there's one professor that I had in my radio production course load, and I had at least 2 classes with him, but I think 3? I can't recall. I know it was at least 2 though. There was a book for that class, but he never used the book. You didn't have to use the book if you didn't want to. Which I thought was great because I'm like, the book is useless for me for the most part. And in fact, I feel that the book should be supplemental to your learning. It should not be how you learn. If the teacher can't teach you, then what the fuck are they doing there? If the teacher needs you to read the book all day, if you need to read the whole fucking book in order to learn the material that the teacher is talking about, they are not doing a good job, in my opinion. I don't think that they're doing a good job. Because the book should be supplemental to what they are doing. Why are you there as a person at that point? And he showed how well it worked. I mean, he took what would effectively be the most boring subjects or tedious or what have you, and turned them interesting. He made them interesting. So I reached out to him and said something to him some months ago, maybe over a year ago now. I don't know. He never responded, but that's okay. I mean, for all I know, he's fucking dead. Doesn't matter. It helped. He helped me learn the material. He helped me care about the material. And that is what a professor, that's what a teacher should do. That is, I think, the goal of what a teacher's job is. And he succeeded, at least with me. And I'm not easy to teach. Going back to that dream, dealing with the issues, like, there was always times where he would stop. We would have discussions about it. We would have, there were times when I would ask questions that were associated with stuff that I was learning and other aspects and trying to connect them and the like. And it worked. And, I would sometimes crack jokes and all sorts of crap. The fact that the class was interactive was extremely helpful for me. There's 3 classes, now that I think about it. One was sort of like the like executive producer type angle. The more business oriented side of the world of media. One was just the introduction to electronic media, and I mean, you would think that might sound interesting, but like, if this had been done by another teacher, I'm almost certain it would have been super boring and just so tedious. But he would do, he'd spend like half the class doing a lecture, and generally at the in the second half of it, there was some kind of exercise that was associated with the information that you had just learned. Sometimes it was watch a video and, answer questions related to it. Piece of paper, whatnot. Honestly, I think he should teach classes on how to teach classes. Because there's a lot of classes I've had that really suck when it comes to teaching. When it's just, here's an info dump. Write down as much as you can, and then hopefully you'll remember shit. And then also read the damn book. Because there's much more information that's in the book than we even talked about, type thing. It's like, what the fuck, man? What's the point in that? So like, if I do get a chance to go back to PCC, which I hope I do, if I see him again, I'll, say it to him personally. But also, I'm not going to take the same history professor that I took last 2 times. So anyway, yeah, learn by doing. Some things are harder to do that way, of course, depending on what they are and what your opportunities are and how many opportunities you get to do those things. But yeah, when I'm done here, I'll take a shower, make some more banana bread. Oh, God. I'm running out of groceries. I gotta take care of those. Cook up some more chicken thighs at some point would be good. Gotta figure out what to do with the fat. Fat slash gelatin. Could make it into something akin to a stock, I suppose. I suppose. Excuse me. I've even considered making like a small batch of stock. You know, instead of cooking the thighs the way that I have initially, just like take out the bone with some of the cartilage, some of the meat, roast those up maybe a little bit, depending, and then throw the bones into pot, and just throw in maybe a little bit of like some bay leaves or whatever. I don't know. Let's see. But I got plenty of peanut butter, it looks like, and coconut oil for 2 more loaves. So I will have 2 more loaves this week of banana bread. So yeah, that's going to be taken care of. But yeah, that's essentially the lesson today, is to learn by doing. I can't think of anything else, so have fun.